No, the difference with Annex Wealth Management, working in the medical field is a noble profession. It is not easy. It takes years of toil and grueling hours, but it's a calling. And with it comes well-earned and healthy compensation. But while building a career in the profession, it's easy to forget good, solid financial planning principles, if there's even a plan at all. That's what we're going to talk about with Eric Strom, Financial Planning Manager and CFP at Annex Wealth Management. Welcome back, Eric.
Hello, Danny.
Medical professionals have unique financial planning needs. They've got options for sure, but I guess figuring out what is right and what might work best for them is a bit of a mystery.
A little bit, because people who work in the healthcare industry have unique options available to them. For example, for employees, a lot of times there are retirement plan options beyond the typical 401k you would see at a private company. Many healthcare workers might have access to 403b plans or 457 plans or health savings accounts, sometimes even pension style plans like a money purchase plan or cash balance plan. So I just listed a lot of different possible retirement plans, but just understand if you're working in that setting, there may be unique options. You want to understand them and make sure you're leveraging them. Executives may have additional options even beyond that. And then finally, many physicians are actually business owners. They might have partnerships. They might have sole proprietorship. So when you're a business owner, you have the world at your fingertips with many different tax strategies and retirement plan strategies available. So all that to say, there's many options. You want to understand what is available to you and how to best leverage those.
And again, they're busy doing their practice. They're busy doing medicine. So they've got to think about this on the side.
Well, that's why we believe in financial planners, right? Because we specialize in this.
Proper financial and retirement planning isn't complete without efficient tax planning. How can higher income earners and higher net worth households in the medical field utilize advanced tax planning strategies? Again, it's what we do for our clients.
For starters, if you are an employee, you absolutely want to understand and leverage all of those employee benefits that we just talked about a moment ago. There are also certain advanced strategies with IRAs that can be done for those higher income earners. And then again, for those business owners, there's entity selection. There's advanced retirement plan selection that may go way beyond just a typical 401k. You want to understand those tax strategies that might be important to you, especially if you're still in that, wealth building mode. There are things you can really do that might make a huge impact over time.
Eric Strom is Financial Planning Manager and a CFP at Annex Wealth Management. We're talking about financial and retirement planning for medical professionals. And after many, many years in school, healthcare professionals have student debt that can affect cash flow, credit score, ability to save and invest. They need to get at managing their student debt as well.
Yeah, many healthcare workers may have student debt. So you want to evaluate what are your repayment options. There are different plans out there. There's income-driven repayment plans. You want to understand if there are forgiveness programs or any types of plans that are available to you with that. But beyond that, in general, you want to prioritize high interest rate debt. The way I think about that is really 6%. If you are paying interest higher than 6%, that would be in general kind of considered a little bit of a higher rate. And also though, think about lifestyle creep and taking on new debt, because many people who are in the healthcare industry, you sometimes can have that lifestyle creep where you start to buy a little bit more expensive cars, more expensive stuff for the house. And then you oftentimes see especially rapid increases in lifestyle. You really want to balance that with a little bit of discipline so that your finances can stay very healthy over time.
I think the official medical term is doc-itis, right?
Right. Well, and you know what, Danny, it's not always their fault, because doctors and other healthcare workers are actually targeted by marketing. They are aggressively targeted by financial products, lifestyle products. So, you've got that headwind to face.
Protecting themselves financially is extremely important, and that opens the door to a host of insurance products and coverage. We're getting at that a little bit. Where do they start to put what's needed in place? Is there a hierarchy?
Yes. We're a fee-only financial planning firm, so of course we don't sell any of these insurance products. However, we frequently recommend them because, especially for healthcare workers, you do want to obtain that. If you have specialty-specific insurance needs or liability coverage that you really have to have, of course you must get that. Now, disability insurance is very common, especially if it's specific to your occupation. Let's say you're a surgeon. You may get special disability insurance specifically for surgeons. That's important. Now, there is oftentimes more expensive life insurance that will be marketed to healthcare workers. Be a little bit careful with that, because most doctors and healthcare workers, term life insurance, which is much more affordable, is typically sufficient. So look out for that. But having the right disability, life insurance, liability insurance, and on beyond that is very important, and really actually is fundamental and should be handled before you even think about investing.
Medical profession is one that comes with a lot of responsibility, is to have a solid plan for financial and retirement planning. Annex can help. Website, annexwealth.com. Eric Strom, Financial Planning Manager, CFP at Annex Wealth Management. Thank you.
Thanks, Danny.